Hello, everybody. Apologies, minor technical issues. I had to get up and restart my router. That might have been why the stream started briefly and then cut there. Also, what the hell is this? I just saw this. What the hell is this I'm looking at right here? Dear God, no. 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 Why is this thing looking at me like that? Doki doki. I refuse. I will not be a part of this. Oh, what's this? I will, hold on. I'm not gonna be able to see Twitch for a moment. It's an April Fool's joke. Oh my god, I gotta log on to Limbus to see. I might stream Limbus tomorrow, because they always do a funny April thing. Oh my god. Hold on. I might, hold on. I don't have Limbus Company installed as I get a pop over to see what it was. Also, I'm not gonna be able to see Twitch for a moment. I'm entering that code. That is before I forget like I did the last one. I definitely need to log into Project Mood and see what they've done. They always do a funny April Fool's thing. Oh, it's one of the students' birthdays. Who would it be? As per tradition, I'll give him a ton of crap. In the cafe, who is it? Oh, Akane. Who's Akane? I have not. I don't think I've really used any of them. Hey, Scorpion. I know I might use basic Hane once. Wait, where? Okay, there's a Kane bunny. Wait, did I use basic Kane for something? Hold on. Gotta see what their birthday messages are, and plus I always give... Well, it's just a weird thing I started doing when I started playing this game. Whenever it's their birthday, a student's birthday, I bring them to the cafe and give them whatever gifts I can give that they like. It's just well, it's also kind of my way of leveling up students' relationship like I normally wouldn't pay attention to. Yeah, because they don't really use them. I guess I did use the basic Kane at some point. Also, I need to keep an ear out for my dinger to go off. Because I've got an energy drink in the freezer. I gotta make sure it doesn't explode. I guess I did use it for something. Huh. Sake, I have found something for you to try in your spare time. Make a scribe into a survival zombie game. I kind of did that, not in an actual typical zombie sense, but with undead.
生誕は祝福です。ご主人様に出会ったその瞬間から、私はそのことにいつも感謝していました。
I got the right student, right? Yep. Oh, what? Oh my god, my internet's exploding.
私の誕生日を覚えてくださっていたのですか？ありがとうございます、ご主人様。これ以上に嬉しいことはございません。
Also, wait, do I? Oh, I don't. I thought I had her live 2D. I probably will do her Momo talks then. God, it is so slow moving between areas right now. My internet is actively dying. I will do the main story after I usually do Momo talks and stuff first. Oh, I don't think I've actually ever seen you at the cafe. I have no idea what she'd even like. She doesn't really like anything. Oh, okay, that works. Huh. I guess I'll give you one of these. She doesn't really like anything. Huh.
ご主人様だからお帰りなさいませ。ご主人様、今日もお疲れ様でした。
So how's everyone doing today? Also, hello, Vanitas? I think that's how you say your name. Hello and welcome. I am the Eepy. Still sleeping like a baby, are ya? And it looks like such a pleasant dream. Please forgive me for this. It's time to wake up. If I wake up in psychiatric rooms, I'm gonna be pissed. You're up. Good morning, Master. It's early. Well, naturally, I woke you up early after all. Woke you up early after all. My motivation can wait until later. You have permission to punish me if you're upset. In fact, I insist. To be fair, Snake, that's fair. Hey, sometimes I have been more energetic. Especially during when I'm recording stuff. To be fair, it's usually earlier in the day I do that. When I used to do that. I would go through hell and back with a smile on my face if it meant serving you until you're healthy and happy. So punish me. Hot, but no. Oh, you don't see the need to? You just woke me up early. It's... no. You're too kind for your own good, Master. Hey, you can't lie down again. Wake up. Hell, you may as well give in and... oh dear, what are you... huh? Oh my. Forcing maid into your bed, how daring. Pardon? Sleep together? What the fuck is going on? This is not what I had expected. I mean, I'm down, but this was not what I was expecting. Why, how scandalous. You may be my master, but still. My word, did you actually fall asleep? Goodness, I don't believe this. Wake up this instant. Oh my god, did he, like, grab her in his sleep? Oh my god. Listen, the reason I came to wake you up early today is because I couldn't wait to see and talk with you again. So part of me wouldn't mind staying like this a while longer. It's so warm. This would make for a blissful way to start the day. I have something else prepared. I think you'll see it soon enough. That is not what I was expecting. Anniversary? Wait, does he not even realize what happened? Hey, wake up! Stop sleeping in the girl dorm! Hey, this is not the girl's dorm. I am pretty sure that was just his office casual. Or his home. One of the two. Pay me back. Please wait. Does he even realize like what happened? She was saying she realized that he wasn't awake when he grabbed it. Does he even realize what he did? Oh my, what a coincidence. Made me work all day. You called me, I wouldn't call that a coincidence. Let's not fret over minor details, but you're correct to say that this is hardly a coincidence. It's more like destiny. No need to be embarrassed. Maybe he is just deadly unaware. I am pretty sure the man wasn't fully conscious and aware of his surroundings. She was trying to wake up early. When she got grabbed, he already had fallen asleep again. Snake, this is something. Snake, that is something you would do 100%. Okay, yeah, that's definitely fair. I can see if someone's trying to get me up early. I can definitely see something like that happening. I can definitely see it. I do not move. I do not. If you try to wake me up early, it's not gonna work if someone tries to wake me up early. And I have a tendency to, like, when I'm sleeping, to let my dogs in my room and, like, curl up in my bed. So I have a tendency to, like, whatever's near me, like, scoop it up and, like, hold it. So there's a damn good chance that could happen while I'm half asleep. And actually do something like that. I can actually see it. Because I already kind of do that with my dogs. They, like, when they hop in my bed, I have a tendency, even in my sleep, to, like, roll over and, like, grab them, kind of hold them, like, my chest or something. So I can definitely see it. What'll happen if you take off a Connie's glass? She probably can't see! She wears glasses for a reason! I took the liberty of preparing a reward for assisting me in the last mission. Fastest way to wake me up is with food. I remember one time I was half awake and my family had just got back from the restaurant. And I'm not ashamed of that. I know I am fat. Okay, fair, but you can see okay, I have a hard time getting to sleep and staying asleep sometimes, but once I'm actually in a deep sleep, you can splash ice water on me. It'll wake me up briefly, but I'll be right back out. Once I actually do get to that deep sleep, ain't nothing getting me up. Okay, I wouldn't even be mad if someone did that, because I likely wouldn't even remember either. It's clear that it's cleaner than I thought. This house, it's the place I prepared. I don't think that's a good idea, Scorpion. Please wait here a moment. Promise me you won't come until I call for you, okay? Why don't you lie down and While you wait, you must be tired from work. I will deploy a bucket full of kittens on you to wake you up. That's not gonna work either. That won't work. Unless if I'm in a deep sleep, that won't work. Master, wake up. Sleep a little more. Get up and go over. Something smells nice. You're up. I didn't expect that you'd actually fall asleep. Well, shall we get started then? Actually, not what I was expecting. I was expecting for her to be laying there like Toki
今
did.
日一日いかがでしたか？
Mama, you're home. How was your day?
ご主人様、ちょうど最高級の茶葉が入りましたよ。
We just received some of the highest quality tea leaves. Shall I
ご
pour you
用
a
意いた
cup?
しましょうか。
I...
はい。ここは
What's that?
私たちの
This
お
is
家では
our
ないですって。
home?
気にしません。
Don't be silly.
私たち
Where our
のお
home
家ではなくても
is doesn't matter.
私たちは今一緒にいるのですから。
As long as we're together. I have a feeling the day I die, this is what heaven will look like. If there is a heaven, this exact view is going to be what I see when I open my eyes. Well, do you like that little gift I prepared for you? Cece's Murukasa Akane will always be here to serve you, Master. Okay, so I would like to point out, Sensei wanted wanted to get Sensei a bomber jacket, like a matching bomber jacket, like a couple. Karen's parent dream is to be a housewife. However, she refuses to tell anyone this. However, she says that Sensei would be the first to know, not knowing what that actually means. And now we have Akane doing the exact same thing, but as his maid. Dude just auto-snagged like 3 big maids at once. Toki literally slept with him, like he woke up and she was laying there. After a mission, she snuck in. Lucky bastard! Then Asuda... Well, that's Asuda, that's self-explanatory. She literally pounced on him at one point. God, she's cute. Cute? Oh, do you think cute too? I'll do 2 pulls. Oh my god. Ooh, he's cute. I'll do 2 pulls for Ui's swimsuit. Well, actually, it's not biological. It's not a biological reaction for me to wake up and play with cats.
トリニティの安全のた
We
め
may
なら
drink more than
いくらでも
3.
協力します。
I mean, I don't really ever pull for... I see the new girl from, Aris Academy. I never pull for non-limited students. Yeah, okay, my luck's shit and I'm not wasting any more pulls because I'm still trying to save for festival.
よかったんで
Well, my egg timer just went off, so I will be right back because I don't want the can to explode in the freezer. I will be right back. I do kind of want Hinata, though. She's... No, I don't think I'll pull for her. I'll be right back. Good. My Red Bull is ready. I needed the pick-me-up. If you mean the emo girl, if you mean Ui, I'm gonna regret this decision. I'll do one more pull. Yeah, and I did get it. It froze. Yeah, my luck is shit. If you mean her as emo girl, she's not, I'm not. I like her, but I'm not gonna pull for a non-limited student. Because I could literally just get them anytime. During any pull. There we go. So I give you my luck. Try one more now. If you don't bullshit again, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. She's not gonna die. That's not how pulling works. What'd she even do? No. Not something I want to go out of my way for. Oh yeah, wait, crap, that's right, you. I don't one of these shows your email address, and I don't want to do that one. Hold up. I don't want to show that one. I need to enter a coupon. Anniversary coupon. Oh wait, no, that's right. It doesn't. That's right. It's not this one. I need to. I took a picture. I need to pull it up real quick. Coupon has been redeemed. Anyway, how are you doing today, streaming man? I am doing okay, although the weather outside is scary. I'm checking something real quick. Okay, yeah, I'm done pulling for now. I don't want to waste any more.
あれ見えますかプラナちゃん
I'd put it at about a
あれの
7.
ことですか先輩はいあれです
The road was flooded. I had to move at a crawl because the Jeep that I use in the winter can handle pretty much anything and everything you throw at it. And even it was struggling, it was that bad to get through. I could not see past the hood of my vehicle, it was raining so hard. Wind was blowing, I couldn't see shit, couldn't hear shit. Power went out twice. It's not been great. Wind blew a tree down at some point.
あっちはどうですか
Thankful in the middle of the road. Thankfully, I was just able to roll over that. Yes, I can do that. I have a Jeep. It can clear that easily. But that was
あっ
not
ちはどう
fun.
ですか
Does anyone know how many episodes is in the new Vol.6 chapter? $10? Okay. That's clearable in one night. I'll probably do the immortalized event, or whatever you call it, the event recap thing. Probably tomorrow, and I'll continue the Long Dark after that. I have to say, I'm surprised you didn't... I'm surprised. I didn't expect you to come all the way to Port Pacus. It's my solemn duty to fetch runaway students. Me, a runaway? You know, some people might not like what that implies. Our home is right here in Arius. How can I be a runaway when I've never left home? If a student is refusing to come to school, I had to come. Okay, dude, in all fairness, I would say it would be reasonable to give them the day off after what they had to deal with the bells ringing and the things coming out of nowhere. A fight we barely won, mind you. People were probably scared. It'd probably be that today being a day off for them may not have been a bad idea. There is a bug on my arm. Okay, that's done. We never asked you to teach us in the first place. What is a student exactly? Someone who goes to school and studies, right? You can't be a student without studying too. You mean without studying according to your methods and teaching, right? Arius will study according to Arius's methods of teachings. Are you trying to force Trinity's way of life and studying onto Arius? No, I'm just trying to make sure you guys can actually have something like food, a decent place to sleep, not drinking the freaking puddles on the ground according to one of the mob chants, which what you had to do. I'm just trying to make it normal and not hell. You look so affronted, as if to say I never said anything like that. Maybe not in so many words, however. I can understand these things now for whatever reason. At least I can see what's happening inside Arius and around us. To begin with, I'm not even fond of the name Arius Satellite School. Satellite implies that we're subsidiary to another entity. So, pop quiz time, Sensei. I wonder what your answer you'll come up with. Tell me something. About the day Trinity set foot in Arius for the first time in centuries. The day Misano, Mika, Beatrice, and Squad decided to change their fates on a whim. Yes, they changed their fates at the cost of every other area student's free will. Why is it that you so meticulously cared for Mika and the Squad, while you neglected the area students who remained here? That's... I don't know, why the hell did we leave? I think I even commented something like that. Hey, don't we still gotta handle them? You're at the area school or something? Didn't I comment something like that? I swear I did. I immediately flashed back to a conversation I had that day. I'm sorry to say this, but Sensei, we are formally requesting that you step away from the area satellite school issue. Yes, this particular matter is one of Trinity's doing. It must be Trinity's responsibility as well. Truly, we're deeply ashamed to have you had you clean up our mess. As the acting representative of the Patter faction, and as the acting representative of the Sanctus faction, we would like to sincerely apologize. Mika's still the official representative of the Patter faction, but she will naturally need to step down from her position for an undetermined amount of time. As you well know, she must resume her halted hearing. Sia did participate in the recent Arius operation. However, she is not fully recovered and will need to rest for some time. Considering these circumstances, this is the collective stance of the Patter and Sanctus factions as of now. Nagisa's... I have no idea. I have no idea how you say that. I almost said Phallus faction. I have no idea how you say that. May hold a different opinion, but the Tea Party decisions are made by majority votes. Especially on matters this critical to the Academy, no single faction can ignore the majority opinion of the others. So please, Sensei, trust in us to resolve our own issues. Okay, so this is why he stepped away. But it also looks like they didn't do shit. The area students are still kind of suffering. Phileas, okay. Got it. We only ask that you give us a little more time. Naturally, your presence would be a welcome one. This entire process would surely move along more quickly, efficiently, and justly. But how will the students ever grow if we let adults do the difficult work for us? Ah, I see. What? Don't be so surprised. Once you're listening, I have a rough understanding of anything that happens in Arius. But you're quite naive, Sensei, or maybe too trusting. Your trust in Trinity's upper ranks is misplaced. The representatives of the Sanctus and Patter factions, they wasted no time filling the holes when the actual leaders couldn't serve. Do you really think they could have done that so quickly with all Trinity's red tape, without any political backing? No matter how much they try to deny it, Trinity's upper ranks are still a den of vipers. Fine. If that's how it was, then your responsibility could be minimal, maybe even non-existent, but that changes nothing. It doesn't change the fact that Arius hasn't taken a single step out of our rotting pit of hell since that day. should be more careful, Sensei. In your current position, if a student with malice really wanted to deceive you, you'd hardly be able to escape their trap. There's this thing I think about sometimes. When area student finally gathered all their courage and managed to step out into the world only to return even more damaged. When they couldn't find anywhere to fit in... Sorry, I had to clear my throat. When they couldn't find anywhere to fit in, or when they couldn't endure the judgmental glares anymore, they fell into despair, saying that they'd go back to the only life they knew. When they realized there was nowhere else in the world Arius students belonged. If Arius had not been exiled from Trinity, what kind of lives could we have lived? Do you ever think about that too, Sensei? Or have you been too busy with the other schools to spare even a thought for Arius? The present is a structure built on atop the foundation of the past. No present exists independent from what came before. Some say this hatred is not ours to bear. I must say I disagree with them. The Arius of today is still paying the consequences of our past, and that alone binds us to Arius in every way possible. You talk of studying. What makes someone a student going to school and studying? Look around. This right here is my response. Portapacus said everything recorded here. That is what we should study. It's a student's duty, right? To study, then kudos to me. I came here to fulfill that duty. And if you tried to say this isn't studying, then I can't help but wonder if a true educator would discriminate against and deny ways of learning that aren't approved by them. The sins of one generation are inherited by the next. It is not something to be argued, it is simple truth. How can one seek to reap the benefits of their past while attempting to disregard its sins? If you intend to reject the sins of your past, then you must also reject everything else to do with that past. Knowledge, wisdom, and legacy, material, wealth, and everything, and every right and authority you exercise today to claim the things that benefit you while denying the sins committed to attain them. From Arius' perspective, it's nothing but nauseating hypocrisy. I understand why you refrained from further intervention in Arius, because that time you accepted Trinity and their ways. There is nothing to forgive in that regard. I see no sin in what you did. However, you should then allow Arius to live as we do. Just as Trinity has its way, so does Arius. Surely you see how unfair it is to accept one, but not the other. We don't fit in. Life outside may look enticing, but there's no place for Arius in that world. Just ask the many Arius students who returned because they couldn't adapt to it. I took those students in and showed them the path forward, the Arius way. We don't need exams or studying, we live the way we always lived. So, I had two cubs. Sensei 2026! I mean, whenever you, when most, I mean, can you blame him? Gosh. Then what have the mob chads been through? They have been through actual hell. Sensei just reached out to pat two of them in the head, and they flinched back in fear like they were gonna get hurt by him. So I can imagine they've gone through all kinds of hell under Beatrice. If you get that reaction just from that, we saw how two of the mob chans acted. Not good. Hello, Snub. Happy birthday. Stop my birthday. It's not my birthday. My birthday's April 17th. You're a little early. Still got a lot more time till then. It's... So at this point, there's only one thing I need from you. Leave Arius quietly, and take the squad with you. God damn it, that's right, it flipped over to the April 1st. I thought it was still March 31st. I hate April Fool's Day. So that season 2 of No Game No Life being announced is probably a lie. I hate April 1st. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I thought it was Fool's Day, JKJ. Neville. Bad. That's all you have to do, and I won't let anyone harm any of you. The Angels of Revelation. Just leave that to us, you can take my word for it. I can handle the trumpeting angels at the very least. Trumpeting angels? You picked up on that name quickly, didn't you? You do live up to your name, Sensei. When it comes to your students, you don't miss a beat. In that case, I trust you'll also understand what I mean when I said I'd live in the Arius way. Alright, the exit is this way. The squad lingering behind you can head out along this path too. And please don't ever come back here again. Thanks for everything until now, and all of you, see you. The Arius way, you said. Sayori? Do you still have something left to say? I'll hear you out. You're thinking of using this as a pretext to come back to Arius, you're only making trouble for both sides. I have no final words left for you, just a question. It's about this Arius way you keep talking about. What lies ahead of it? What lies ahead of it? Since we already started talking about the past, let's go a little further down memory lane. They say clinging to old memories is a sign of age and decline. Are you already that far gone? Maybe so. I've been feeling a little duller lately. Though it's a bit rude to be speaking this way in front of Sensei, but I gain a lot in exchange. Reminds me of an old story. Do you remember that one about the harsh drill instructor and that and the kind... Stop making your vocabulary look small, damn it! Of course, they're practically essential archetypes in running any organization. I probably know that word too, I just never seen it spelled out. It just happened more than once. But you're not able to claim that... But you're not able to claim you were the kind of centurion. That's not right. Hardly, by any measure. I was a harsh instructor, if anyone... If anyone was the kind... It was you. People can only live the way they know. Right? That may... Not that any of it matters anymore, but squad members were each hand-picked for their own reason. As their leader, I received the worst end of the stick in terms of training. And in the end, I continued that cycle. I had turned around and treated others exactly how I'd been treated. Looking back, I was truly a fool. Are you still beating yourself up about the stuff like that? Honestly, I never thought I'd be the one comforting you here. People really do live exactly how they know. I used to think the same. Before I left Arius, that was. What are you saying now? It's not everybody, but people's lifestyles do generally tend to affect their way of thinking, which in turn pushes them further into that lifestyle. So from that perspective, your view isn't wrong. But there are other opinions. People can think and live the way they choose. That is the most important thing I've learned since leaving. Would you get to the point? I never knew... I know everything you're feeling right now. I felt the same way in your position. You gathered and guided lost students, gave them a reason to live again. And it slowly gave you the motivation to keep on pushing. But tell me, what are you pushing towards? What's at the end of your Arius way? We both know the answer to that. You'll be left with just hatred and rage. There's nothing else. It's meaningless. Nothing remains. This is the inevitable end of that path. Had I stayed at Arius, had I never experienced more of the world, if I'd never met Sensei, I would be standing exactly where you are now. I'd still be playing that harsh instructor, denying everything beyond what I'd been taught. And I'd still be harboring what I thought was our hatred in my heart. And now you're back, coming to say that our way of life was wrong all along? No, there's no right or wrong when it comes to these things. I still believe that. I wanted you to study the outside world a little bit to broaden your horizons a little. It can help sometimes, and make whatever decision you want. Perspectives aren't as set in stone as they seem. If people know nothing like those Trinity girls, as you put it, said something like this, it'd probably sound like the empty prattle of naive optimists full of pretense and hypocrisy. But at the very least, I think the squad and I have earned the right to speak on this subject, if only a little. We've all rolled around in the same gutter, after all. I never liked that unliked reckless optimists either. To be honest, I hated them with everything I had. They're the type to avert their eyes from all the horrific things happening in this world. Without knowing anything, they preach their beliefs and force them down your throat. But not all of them are like that, actually. A student must never kneel to a teacher. Of course, you have another chance, and if you don't, I'll make one. Despite knowing horrible things happen... Whoops. No, I am trying to... Despite knowing horrible things happen to the world, and even while accepting that sometimes this world can be cruel and ugly, there's still people who never waver and never give up. I know about you, but seeing something like that it convinced me through and through. It's a face people don't use as much anymore. Phrase. Not phase. Phrase. But that phrase, in spite of everything, has grown on me. So you're just so wise now. I'd hardly start bragging about my life if I were you. The moment you leave Arius, you'll be back to being a fugitive, always running from the possibility of arrest. Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna stop now. Huh? What? Four of us has discussed it already. Yeah, what she said. Whatever you say, Sayori. I don't even need to try to read your mind. You're too predictable. Sorry, Sensei. We meant to tell you when the time was right, but it never worked out. That's not what matters. Are you really planning on turning yourselves in? Yes, once this is all over, that's what we intend to do. More than anything, I'm tired. I had enough of this. I've been living in the shadows for too long. I've never been able to stand proudly under the open sky. Did you forget you're all terrorists? What you did was clearly an act of terrorism carried out with malice. You're seriously trying to tell me you don't know what kind of sentence you'll get? We know, but that's okay too. We'd rather have it that way. I need to pay the price for what I've done. Plus, I can't imagine their punishment's gonna be all that severe. Especially if you consider the fact that they more or less had a gun pointed at their head. Like, we saw at the end of that when they failed that they're, like, actually worried that they would... It was actually like life and death for them. So I can't imagine their sentence would be all that terrible anyway. Especially if they know what everything has been going on in areas with Madam and everything. I'm done running away from my past. Don't worry, the remaining area students will be fine. I tend to say I was the mastermind and instigator. And to be honest, that's true to an extent. I'm sure you too. What exactly are you saying to me, Sayori? What? I ask you what you're saying to me right now. Actually, don't answer. I don't even need to try to read your mind. You're too predictable. I'm going to turn yourself in. You don't want to run anymore. You want to pretend to be some goody two-shoes now. Just bury everything and pretend it never happened. Or should I regard you as the same enlightened sage now? Some enlightened sage now? Are you looking down your nose at us, acting as if nothing in the world matters anymore? Don't make me laugh. Unless you know every single thing this world has to offer, then drop this high and mighty act. Don't look down on Arius like it's yours, acting like you know the very meaning of life. The way you're acting is exactly the same as those despicable Trinity brats. I don't want to hear another word out of you. Cut the bullshit. Nothing has changed. Nothing is different. Our lives still happen. Our lives are still happening right now. Look around you. Do things look different in Arius? Is Arius all fixed up now? Alright, it's still all just ruins. On the inside, it's rotting even more than before. You know nothing of what Arius and we went through after Madame disappeared. How dare you try to speak with authority? No, it is not! No, it is not. There's been several cases where they've swore. It's rare, but they definitely have swore before. I don't remember which ones did, but I'm almost certain it was either the thugs or someone from Gehenna. All this time, none of you spared us a single thought. Not you, not the squad, not even Sensei. That was one who kept guard over Arius, over our home. We did. Not you, not the squad. You threw away all your responsibilities and ran off to Playhouse when we needed you the most. Subaru, I never meant to claim anything so grand. A sage, I still don't know anything. I haven't done anything to deserve that. It's just simple. Simply... After that day, I remember the first sky I ever saw. It was so blue. And that was almost the first time I could really feel it. I thought, maybe the world around me has always been there since long, long ago. The eye is not satisfied with just sight, nor the ear fulfilled with just hearing. What has it been? I didn't mean to skip that. What has been will be again. What's been done will be done again. In this universe, there is no such thing as new. Happiness, pain, pride, humility, anger, even hatred. Truly. It was in vain. Mostly light profanities. Now I've reached moderate profanity. Wait, hold on. What did she say exactly? Because I probably just went over it, not even thinking about it, because I tend to swear a lot. In a lot of games I play tend to have swearing, so... Wait, what did she say? Wait, hold on. What did she say? I don't see it. Bullshit? Oh, I didn't even realize it. I just... felt that for the first time, the rest of my life was too precious to waste. How dare you speak like that? You betrayed us, abandoned us. Don't you ever say that again. If your lives are so very precious, what about us here in Arius? What about me, who stayed to protect the nest, for the sake of those who You can't just make the past disappear. Wait, hold on. Oh, God. That went way too fast. Oh, here it is. For the sake of those who remained and would return. Okay. Subaru. Past never just vanishes. It clings on. It proves the present. This is Porta Pacus. The entire history of Ares Satellite School converges within this point. Within me. In the end, the most important thing in this world is yourself. When you die, your world dies with you. If that's so, then each person's way of life is their very proof of existence of their world. No one will take responsibility for your life or live it in your place. That's why I strip doubt away from the students. So that no matter what happens, they can go on living unafraid. Anne was wrong for what she did. It's the honest truth. But not everything she left behind was wrong. Nothing happens without meaning. Events gain meaning simply by happening. So there could be no such thing as meaningless suffering. And so, if there's no meaningless suffering, there can be no such thing as meaningless past. Is anyone else getting weirded out right now? Sensei, get behind us. What? We pushed her too far, leader. I wasn't trying to provoke her, I really wasn't. It's just we could discuss that later, Seo. Right now... When the seventh angel sounds the trumpet, those who destroy Earth, who are false, and those who take thy name in vain, their time of destruction will finally come. I think we need to deal with the most urgent matter at hand. I would like to point out that there was literally nothing we could do against these things last time. I don't... it's just one this time, so... Oh, shit. That did nothing. Yep. We're screwed. Yeah, oh, okay, what is this? Oh, it's like a shield. Yeah, we got a problem. Come on, stop side, heal. Yeah, I saw. Yep, I saw that coming. Ouch. Sayori. Sayori, I'm fine. It's just a scratch. That looks like a lot more than a scratch. Doesn't look that way to me, but if you say so, leader. But seriously, what do we do about this? We've never fought, let alone beaten anything like that before. This one's on a completely different level, too. Huh? A trumpet? The one you've been talking about? Yeah, that's it, but the sky suddenly got really dark. It was broad daylight just a second ago. What's happening? Why is it nighttime all of a sudden? I know this, I read it in the scriptures. A third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, a third of the stars, so that the third of them turned dark. A third of the day was without light, and also a third of the night. The trumpet? It's a trumpet. It makes 6. It's so weird. Why are we hearing it again? You're right, at this rate, it won't be a 7th trumpet, it'll be like 14. Why did it get all dark? What's going on? Stop, Super, what are you thinking? What happened to you? Kind of obvious, but it doesn't look like she could hear you, leader. Subaru. No, I don't want to see that face. Aww. Well, if anyone can get through to her, it's her. But what is this? How are you here? What do you mean she's been here all along? Here with us. Why couldn't you see before? Alright, because you've never tried looking. Isn't that right, Subaru? Or maybe now that you've become a phenomenon, who should call you the trumpeting angel? Atsuko, what's going on? I was only speculating before, but now I'm certain. And don't worry, I'll explain everything from the beginning. And under these circumstances, let me make one thing very clear. You are not the only here who is of Arius Subaru. I need to drink one moment. Royal blood, and special lineage. Watermelon Red Bull tastes like shit. For as long as I remember, I was placed on an imaginary pedestal for this one intangible thing. To me, it meant nothing. After all, I was treated like trash all the same. The more special I was, the more restrictions I had, the more things I couldn't speak of. Thank you, Seo. I was able to endure because of you. I hate that name. I did hate that name. Reading is what finally allowed me to be myself. Misaki and Hiyori too. Not for each of you, I would have remained a voiceless doll, a sacrifice. My entire life would have been spent as someone else's symbol. Did learning the mysteries of Arius make you feel powerful? Did you graze paths with the lies sleeping under this land, and believe you were unstoppable? Too bad for you. That amount of knowledge it was my birthright before it was even a thought in your mind. But at least now I can be certain of one thing. Angels of Revelation are merely a phenomenon brought about by Subaru. You weren't even aware of what you'd done at first, correct? But without realizing it, you summoned them. I hope you're not too disappointed. This isn't the trumpeting angel of the scriptures. This was a chance, however. This phenomenon could have transcended to the true 7 trumpeting angels. If only you could have been a flawless judge. A flawless judge. Like I said, you're not the only one of Arius here. You're not the sole keeper of Arius' secrets. Thus, Revelation, so to speak, has been mine since long ago. I was simply forbidden to speak of it. I still am. And that's what it is to carry royal blood of Arius. Even so, I should thank you, Subaru. I can speak a bit more freely now since you've exposed a part of it. It'd be rather refreshing. Do you know how suffocating it could be? The only one in the room to know something. What exactly is it, Atsuko? Before us, that angel, or rather, that angel-shaped thing. Simply put, it is a phenomenon, a manifestation of Arius. Arius' energy and emotions. I told you a while ago, remember, that Arius has become a land where the inexplicable happens. Ah. There was always something in Arius. Lament, grudge, resentment, rage, resignation. Is this place where all that comes together? One way or another, Arius' leadership wanted to bring about the end of the world. I'll be honest, Sensei, that's exactly it. A neglected child will set fire to their village just to feel the warmth of the flames. To someone who has nothing left to lose, the end of the world might even feel like salvation. You mean to say it could have transcended? You also said it'd be possible with a flawless judge, right? Yes. Whatever was simmering beneath the surface in Arius was powerful enough to make that happen. At the very least, it was enough to pay some kind of result back to Trinity. If literally Subaru had been flawless. So you're saying that there's some kind of flaw. There was. And that flaw was this child. Ah. Seems you finally understand. The moment you abandoned this child, there was no longer any justification for your actions. It would have been better if you had used yourself as a medium to construct this phenomenon. Instead, you chose your own will to become the trumpeting angel. I understand you and all those who remained in Arius must have been so fervently desired to play the role of judge. There was an intrinsic issue, however. A judge must be flawless. Whoever digs a hole and scoops it out falls into the pit they have made. Remember that verse? You remember that verse, don't you? If nothing else, if only... I don't want to say her name either. Even if you hadn't sought out Sensei, you still had potential to become a judge. Don't abandon me. Subaru? I heard a faint voice. Could it be, maybe... Hiyori! If you have something you'd like to say, you can say it. But but that's why we came all this way, right? Yes, thank you, Hiyori. Subaru, there's something I've wanted to tell you for a long time now. It's okay, Subaru. Everything's okay. I definitely don't understand everything, but I think I understand you pretty well, Subaru. You, the squad, and everyone in Arius. And you too, Sensei. I really like all of you. So I don't want Arius to disappear. I just want Arius to become a better school. So what I'm trying to say is... please help me, Subaru. I really love when you play the harmonica. I really hope she becomes playable soon too.
すごいです。
Or have I not fought? Oh, have I not fought? Oh, on normal. I gotta actually do it on normal. I never did normal. Okay. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna step away for a brief moment. I've got another extra real quick. And also, I may or may not have forgotten to make dinner. Oops. But anyway, I will be right back, everybody. I has returned. Hello. Hi. I'm here again. I think. Probably. Let's go back to one of my students for distorting again. Judging how this combat, we're probably going to beat the trauma out of her as you do. Yep. I went to go adjust my phone, and I accidentally closed Twitch. Whoops. I thought you might have dropped this, so I picked it up. Oh, it's not because I want you to play it right this moment. That'd be asking a bit too much, even I know that, but I would love to hear it again someday. Just like back then, I want to hear you play again. This isn't what I wanted. You mustn't look away from your responsibilities. I should have known better. She's gone. Subaru. You have to go after her. For now, she shouldn't be able to leave Aria's school grounds. Hello, what's going on? Sensei, the third angel just showed up. But, how do I even explain this? The third one did show up, but as soon as it did, the other two disappeared. It was like the third one absorbed them. I don't know. I don't know. I thought I saw someone inside the angel for a second, but it was just a split second. That's what's totally crazy, but I thought it looked like Subaru. It's Sensei. Alright, that confirms it. Thanks everyone, call me if anything else happens. Understood. The sky I see from here is so overcast. But in Sayori's memories just now. I see. Sayori. So this is what the sky looked like to you. The scenery and area stayed exactly the same. And we who lived here did too. Lived there did too. In a sediment basin, everything flows in, piles up, and is forgotten. Arius was a sediment basin. Maybe not not at first, but that's what it became eventually. The world abandoned Arius and then chose to forget us. No, that's too generous an assessment. Humanity has a tendency to sweep cumbersome things under the rug and when they think no one's looking. Then they stride off proudly in directions previously unthinkable. But who remembers those who were left in the wake? Those who will hold on to the memories of the forgotten? Who will leave behind the murmur of those voices that can't be heard? Right. Play your harmonica, Subaru. The harmonica. Playing my harmonica in these ruins, pretending to be lost in our feelings. Maybe we've outgrown that a little. I also... Please stop. Since you're finally back, please, I beg you, just stop. I really, really want to hear you play. She's trying. Do you regret it? Tsuko. It's okay. We were the same. But Arius, the things Trinity has done to us. Yes, we can't just let that go. In spite of that, isn't it a bit unfair to torture yourself to this extent over it? Do you remember this line? It is hard for you to kick against... Let's do this together. Stop trying to shoulder everything yourself. Now, after all this time? Yes, after all this time. And if you're honest about it, Sensei will definitely help you. Oh. Along the way, we may need to take a vacation to the Corrections Bureau, so I'd count on you to take care of Arius, okay? No, I can't do that. I just can't. Arius just can't accept it. As you said, that's the kind of place this land has become. Someone needs to pay the price for what's happened to us. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we need justice. And I'm not suggesting we don't. You've been consumed by the vortex in your own thoughts. No one will get through to you like this. But we were all that way once, and Arius has just the thing for times like this. Pardon? Alright. Why don't we have a little talk the Arius way? Atsuko? Are you okay? You looked as if you were praying. Yeah, I'm fine. I just had a little call to answer. You took a call? I don't really know, but something along those lines. Something along those lines. And Sensei, what? Will you help us wake up our senior? She seems to have lost her way in the dream, causing her to oversleep. You'll handle it the Arius way, of course. What do you need from me? Just what you've always done for us, Sensei. Can I count on your help as well, please? Yeah, count me in. For Subaru and Sensei, I can do it. I'm assuming she's gonna be weaker this time around because they're starting to get through to her. Because this fight didn't go well last time. Oh yeah, it's going better. Okay, first off, let's get her healing going. Okay, that again is a problem. Okay, we've got this. We've got Mom Chad's helping us. We've got this. I hope that does not bode well. Okay, that seriously looks beautiful when it goes off. Okay, need to get Tsuko's healing going again. Come on! Come on, Tsuko!
場所へ。
少し感謝しよう。
なら
Let's get her healing going again.
感謝しよ
痛そうです
感謝しよ
ね。
誰もそこからは逃れられない。
う。面白い。無駄だ。
こういうのも人生ですよね。
Okay, we've got this, we've got this.
感謝しよ
Also, you're not much of a sniper. You just come in, shoot him very up close and personal with that rifle of yours, and then run away. You're not really much of a sniper.
勝った。
You're... Sayori, I've heard your name a lot, especially as the leader of the area squad, as fellow first years. Let's just do our best to complete our mission together. Super, was it? I've been briefed. What's this? That was the day I first met Sayori on a mission. Back when we were both first years. Found her to be cold, unapproachable peer. We should go over the plan before we begin the operation. Should we? Here, I've finished it already. Review it. Okay. Is there a problem? Shouldn't we start with reviewing the basics before we get started on any plans? You know, like disclosing our strengths, weaknesses, specialties, procedures. Look, if you don't think you can keep up, go home. I can do this alone. Are you always like this, even with the squad? No, not with the squad. Everyone knows their roles. Are you going to try to tell me that you're being considerate right now? I am. I see. Explain yourself, Sayori. There's nothing to explain. I mean, what was necessary to complete the mission? To Sayori, anything outside the squad seemed irrelevant. When she had to work with anyone else, it was uncomfortable and frustrating. I was one of the few, maybe the only person who could tolerate her. It was necessary to use me as bait and empty an entire artillery barrage on me. At least try to act like you have a brain. Those kinds of things won't fly now that we're second years. It was the fastest way to complete the mission. A mission's virtues are strength, victory, and swift execution. Failure is a sin. So everything is just collateral damage. Looks like we're finally communicating. That's not what I meant. Sayori, you didn't get promoted? That's just what happened. Looking back, it had likely been Madame's intention from the beginning. To Madame, everything except the squad, everything except Hikari, Atsuko was just a tool. Probably wanted to use Sayori as leverage in one way or another. And for that reason, what made me angrier than I expected it was how I felt every time I saw the children suffering in Arius. You're not bothered? You don't want to graduate to your third year? Does it matter? I'm a second year or a third year. I have one more year as leader of the squad at least. There are benefits as well. It really is all about the squad with you, Sayori. Is there something wrong with that? No, nothing. Well then. I'll go on ahead and enjoy being a lone upperclassman. Best of luck to you. About that, yes. The underclassmen seem to rely on you more, Subaru. Thanks. Exactly, that's what made me realize that I could never fill the role you've taken on. I believe I fit best as an instructor. So you mean I'm supposed to take care of all the students after you break them in training? You're always quick to understand my point. Thank you. No, you're missing my point entirely. Still, when I think about it, no matter the situation, Sayori never changed. I thought she was just incapable of it. You're awake now. Where am I? The place you called Porta Pacus. So, we never moved. How long was I unconscious? About 10 seconds. I see. Is it over, Sensei? I think that's my question, actually. I see. So, you're wondering which one I am. I think it's over. Once everything is over, in the end, I couldn't do anything. Push my summer ideals down everyone's throats. And after doing all that, who stops her uneven and ragged? Look around, and then sat beside her. I decided to wait until her crying settled. Why aren't you saying anything? You don't know what to say? I think that's my line. It hurts, doesn't it? What was I even trying to do? Trying to protect Arius. And look at how that worked out. It's over, Sensei. All of it was in vain. I thought I had to do something, anything, so I just tried everything I could. This is the result of all that effort. I did it for the children who the world left hurt and bruised, the ones who had nowhere they belonged, and maybe for myself too. I didn't want to just keep drifting through life. It's all lip service in the end, though. If I'd known it was going to end up like this, I probably wouldn't have done anything. No, that's not true. There's meaning behind trying your hardest. Even when this is the result, even though my intentions weren't pure. Put on this brave front in front of all the kids, pretending I knew the way forward. Sarah was right. Unfortunately, I had no idea which way I was going. I bragged about doing things the Arius way, but in the end, they were empty words. Students? But you learned that from this experience, right? Students have the privilege of being judged on the process, not the results. So I shouldn't worry about the temporality of being judged on the results of what I do until I'm an adult? Saying I'm a student and hiding beneath my inexperience isn't a good enough excuse for saying I'm a student and hiding behind my experience isn't a good enough excuse for my forgiveness. So as long as I hold on to that mindset, it'll be okay. But still, what's really going to change for people who are already at rock bottom? We're going to continue living like this and disappear one day anyway. No matter how hard you polish, trash doesn't turn into a jewel. Don't give us hope of dreams we can never reach. That's an even more pitiful existence than our current one. Preaching that things will always work out as long as we try really hard would be pretty irresponsible, wouldn't it? You're right, there's truth to that. Sometimes an amount of effort can turn things around. You can fail. You could fail or even make things worse. But you know, if you're really at rock bottom, way you can go is up, right? Is that seriously how you're going to try to encourage me? Sometimes that really is all you can say, though. Sayori? Yeah. Because we really have hit rock bottom. Aren't they, Subaru? We can't fall any lower, and there's nowhere left to run. Whatever happens, we'll need to see it through to the end. I mean, every day was already the worst anyway, so whatever. I guess that there probably is something even more than rock bottom. When that happens, we can just say we came down to check out the basement, right? It's one way to put it, Hiyori. You've all really turned into dummies, the entire squad. I'm pretty sure Hiyori was always like that. You'll need to adopt this kind of mindset. However, if you want to survive out there. We wouldn't have made it otherwise. There are times when nothing else matters except moving forward, so we just point to whatever reason we can and use it to keep going. Right, so let's all go together. Not because we think that sticking together means that everything will work out in a beautiful fairy tale ending. It's simply that we Arius kids seem to be incapable of doing anything unless it's together. Isn't that right? Come on, Subaru. Time to get up. Your clothes are gonna get dirty if you keep lying there. I don't think it's humanly possible for them to even get dirtier than this. Oh, that had to get a screenshot. That is. I think it's. Sorry about that. Well, let's try our best not to make it worse. Yeah, let's do that. Captain? Captain, you have no idea how worried I was. Serena? Renee, this place is Winter Meal Knight's Infirmary? How many days are left until Trinity practice exams? Captain, I mean, that's important too, but maybe we should start with your health. No, this absolutely takes no, I'm pretty sure the fact that you just went into a freaking coma takes priority over this. I will not allow the Real Knights to be looked down upon by another club or by other clubs or students. Yes, Captain, understood. You're right, Captain. We now have some time, so let's do all we can to prepare. Everyone's okay, right? Yes. An attempt. That doesn't sound good. A ceiling I don't recognize. No, really. Hello, Subaru. I'm here for your afternoon checkup. I'm sorry, I have morning classes, so... Morning classes, huh, right. I guess that's how things are supposed to be. How you find the Remedial Knights Infirmary? It's nice. These are the nicest facilities I've ever seen, honestly. Thanks to that, it looks like everyone's on the mend. Starting to get restless. Can't they just discharge us already? No, everyone. You have to stay put until Captain gives discharge approval. The moment you think you're fine is actually the most dangerous one, you know. See? Just like that. Subaru? You don't hate us or anything, do you? Why would I hate you after everything you've done for us? That's what you meant. Yes. That day, the day Angel Trumpets quieted. Students from Gehenna's Medical Emergency Club and trains Remedial Knights, as well as many others, came to Arius. That's the first time I've ever seen those mob chants, I think. Millennium showed up. They transported us to the Remedial Knights main building. And we've been here ever since, getting treatment and regaining our strength. It's hard for some of the students to come to terms with the fact that Trinity and Gehenna are the ones who helped us. Of course, we're not in any position to speak openly about our feelings anymore. I need a little more time to sort out my thoughts and feelings. I'm sorry. No, if anything, we should be the ones apologizing. Well, putting that aside, again, thank you for all you've done to treat and care for us. Not at all. Rather, we should be checking up on your condition. Do you fare well? I'm fine, but what about you, mine? Please do not burden yourself with worries. For me, I may be lacking in many ways, but this body still belongs to body still belongs to the captain of the Remedial Knights. That day, what exactly happened to you, mine? That day. I simply protected those I saw before me, that is all. And it is a joyous thing to once again be able to stand face to face with each of you. What exactly caused her to slip into a coma to begin with? If it passes your approval, I would like to inquire on something as well, Subaru, for you, as someone from Arius. I see. Honestly, it would be a lie to say I felt nothing at all about it at this point. For now, I intend to live on, even though these feelings still exist inside of me, one way or another. I don't know what'll happen, but those feelings, maybe those feelings will go. Maybe they'll settle into dust, into a dull ache, or burn out into ashes. Come what may, I can't just stop living. I see that firm resolve of yours is something I can learn a great deal from as well. Yes, a lesson. In that case, from this moment on, we embark upon practice exam study. Right, at this very moment. Pull yourselves together, everyone. Practice exams are just around the corner. Now that your bodies and minds have recovered, devoting yourselves to your studies is exactly what a proper student should do. Remedial Knights also bear the duty of focusing on relief work, but we also have an obligation to prove the worth of the Remedial Knights as a club academically. Don't you agree, everyone? Yes, Captain. Excellent. Then Subaru and everyone else, I wish you best of luck on your exams. How did such a nice talk end with that? Studying, huh? I just don't want to do it. I feel the same, if I'm being honest. I want to give it a try. You're so full of energy, maybe this time I'm the one who needs to learn from you. Huh? What's going on? What the hell is that noise? The fuck just happened? That should be about it for the basics of Arius' style close quarters combat. The fuck just happened? Of course, the idea is never to end up in close quarters combat at all, but out in the field, anything could happen. Wow, so cool. Okay, the Arius students have to probably be, despite what they've gone through, have to be some of the best fighters in Kavotos. There's no way they're not. In terms of skill, the best fighters. Huh? What? I didn't think we'd get this kind of response. I thought someone was starting some shit at first. I didn't realize this was just a demonstration. Back in Arius, if you messed up, you'd learn what you did wrong with your body. That close quarters combat prowess, could you teach it to us? Huh? But you all don't really need to. You're the ones who said it never know, right? Even for young leaders like us, I think we live in an age where close quarters self-defense is essential. You are just now coming to this conclusion when there's gunshots and fights going off on a daily basis. You only just now came to this conclusion. That's right, for ladies, no. Especially because we're ladies. We should protect our bodies and teach some manners to anyone rude enough to cross us. Yes, exactly. Is Trinity going to be okay? Define okay. Kavoto standard, yes. Might have just awakened something completely ridiculous. Maybe we should propose starting a CQC research club. Great idea. Then, for club president and vice president, obviously should be handled by the people with the most expertise. Okay, so why would this... Especially after the sky turned red. This is... I mean, they're not too far off the mark for this being a good idea. I'm just surprised it took them this long to come to this conclusion. This is actually kind of a good idea. Exactly, we're counting on you. I never thought I'd see the day where Mob-chan's become the president of a club. Us? We couldn't take on something that important. Don't give it too much thought. We'll help you with whatever we can. Everyone, another round of applause for the new president and vice president. They just got abducted into Trinity. We're looking forward to working with you. Oh, transfer student. Okay, they're transfer students. Okay, they're already here. I thought they just ran into some area students, and they were just interacting with each other, and they just basically just abducted them in the Trinity. He's kind of what his look like. No, they're transfer students. How did things end up like this again? I'm gonna give photos. This place is batshit crazy. Subaru? Yeah, what is it? Do you think it's possible it might not be exactly how we're used to? But do you think we can build a new nest for ourselves? You have to try. What was I even trying to do? You were trying to protect your areas. If I'd known it was going to end up like this, probably wouldn't have done anything. It's not true. Just the fact that you tried at all is enough. Sometimes things won't change no matter how hard you try. You can fail or even make things worse, but think about it. If you truly hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. No matter how it turns out. I need food. Okay, first of all, I'd like to sincerely thank you again for your role in everything regarding these practice exams. You really worked hard too, Nagisa. No, not at all. Apologies, I should gratefully accept your words, Sensei. We've already settled the matter of where area students will study and take their exams. There are some old school buildings that, while Trinity property, are currently unused. We would like to lend them to you free of charge for the area students to use however they desire. Free of charge? Unused old school buildings free of charge? Why that reaction, Sensei? Did I say something wrong again? No, quite the opposite. That's actually being very generous. The rest of my generosity is so wide-ranging that it's a little hard to keep up with. So that's what you meant. Still, every piece only truly shines once it fulfills its intended purpose. Oh, you're asking if we Tea Party members are taking the exams. Naturally, if anything, our grades were poor. If our grades were poor, people would question whether we deserve to be in the Tea Party. But Mika and Sia are both excellent students, so I'm not concerned. I am with Mika a bit. Huh? I can understand. You can understand when it comes to Sia, but you're curious about Mika's grades? A little bit, yeah. Sensei, when it comes to Mika, have you ever heard this phrase? My child has so much potential, she just doesn't apply herself. I had a feeling. May already have noticed this yourself, but Mika is actually quite smart. It's just that she has no desire to make any use of it. Yep. That's exactly why I was worried and what I thought this was gonna go. If you had to guess, I suspect she simply finds it tedious to think through things to the way the school wants her to. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. She'll do well on her exams, as she always does. Do you realize she never would have been chosen to a Tea Party if her grades were poor, don't you? You really have your hands. I had my doubts about her grades. I knew she was smart, but I had my doubt about her grades. You really have your hands full, Nagisa. Thank you for understanding. In the end, both back then and now, at the root of all our problems is a long history between Trinity and Arius. Trinity and Arius share the same exact history, yet they interpret it in completely different ways. History is meant to be an accurate record of events, but the people who record it are fallible. So, Sensei, once those exams are over, I plan to compare Trinity's recorded history with the history preserved in Port of Pacus, line by line, and establish something of an archive or museum. Will that really be okay? The two records will naturally be vastly different as we go about comparing them. Conflicts and disputes will inevitably arise, at least for a time. Even so, if necessary, we will bring in third parties for objective views and counsel. We will never overcome our past without first looking it straight in the eyes. When it comes to re-examining, comparing, and researching the records, I already know of someone who would gladly take up the task. Yep, Louie. Yep. I truly believe Trinity will be able to overcome all that turmoil. The Trinity I know is not that fragile. Naturally, I do expect many political issues and debates to surface in the process. But in a way, that kind of thing is exactly the Tea Party's host's specialty, wouldn't you say? That's simply the nature of politics. In the process of giving up something in order to gain something else, it is the process of giving up something of yours in order to gain something someone else has that you need. And even as you repeat those compromises and exchanges, You must never let go of the one core value you wish to protect. At first, compromise that first trade is surprisingly easy, and the second one that many people stumble on. Before they know it, they've forgotten who they are and what they're striving for. So, what is it that you want to protect, Nagi? I want Trini to become the finest academy there ever was. I want attending Trini to be a badge of honor and pride. For years from now, when students look back on their school days at Trinity, I hope they will remember them fondly and truly precious, irreplaceable times. Whoever that one up there was in the left corner, that Bob Chan was extremely cute. I want every experience they have here to be a small but cherished treasure that helps them grow into better people. Of course, we still have a very long way to go, and if possible, I'd also like to earn that kind of experience for myself in order to make my dream a reality. And see a world around us with much more discerning, unclouded vision. You know, I did learn all this from you, Sensei. Hey, Nagi. Yes? About back then, I'm sorry. For not trusting you. And for being so hard on you. It was all my fault. I never should have said those things. Sensei? Well, you're just saying this now out of nowhere. Because if you don't say it now, and you thought you might never come clean about it. No, please, you don't have to bow like that. Huh. I'm sorry, Sensei, reaction was perfectly normal, Nagi. I'm the one at fault, so please let me apologize properly this time. You really do need to hurry up and become a proper adult for you. I'm sorry for being so lacking as a teacher. Sensei? Sensei, I'm sorry, but could you please turn around for a moment? Coming back to Nagi, just as she asked. Stay like that for a while. Then, I felt the lightest weight rest gently on my back. It was so hard. Sorry. All this time, really, truly. I know. About it over and over. Except for responsibility for what happened, I do, but still. I kept wondering why your standards seem so much harsher for me than everyone else. Than for any. I know I'm the Tea Party host, and that strict standards are a given, and especially when it came to Hifumi and Koharu, I know I deserved it, but even so. Nagi's hand thumped on my back lightly again and again, as if trying to express just how much she had been hurting all this time. It was as harmless as a child's little fist, and yet, somehow, it hurt even more. Feeling a little better? Yes. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Why could have these gotten more animated like L2Ds and stuff like Volume 5 did? Why? So many of these things, and so much emotional they did. I really, really am sorry. Please don't keep blaming yourself, Sensei. If you keep doing that, I'll start too. Why don't we do this instead, Sensei? From now on, both of us will be a little more careful, and we'll endeavor to not bring that incident up again unless the situation demands it. To mark the promise and seal it, how about we toast with some tea? Thank you, Nagi. Think nothing of it. Alright. Then cheers. Smells nice. Of course, it should. Oh, now that I think of it, there was one last thing about the recent incident you wanted to tell me, wasn't there? When I told Subaru about, or rather, when I shared with her from my memory, I told Nagi about the so-called collective will of the Pater and Sanctus factions right after the Eden Treaty incident. Nagi? I see, I finally understand. I can more or less summarize who those two are. They did submit a report to me on the matter as well, truly. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Sensei. You brought some very, very valuable information today. Oh, Nagi? You're scaring me. So, they assured you that they would take care of it all, of all of it, and then handled things as they pleased. They even edited parts of the report to bolster their fabrications. Nagi. Oh, worry not, Sensei. This will be sailed smoothly and quietly. Really, truly. In fact, if I do my job correctly, you'll never even hear of this again. All you need to manipulate the narrative is pretext and excellent timing. For example, one could say this little act of deception occurred because the authority of each faction's acting representative remains permanently damaged. Of course, restoring things the way they were before would be extremely difficult, practically when it comes to Mika and her position. However, it will take little to circulate the internal memo that many are recommending a promotion at the least. Nagi's sinister cheer grew as she plotted. I hadn't felt that kind of sheer terror before. Well then, Sensei, whatever Nagi's planning, if it's bad, they kinda deserve it. Well then, Sensei, why don't we stop here with the heavy headache-inducing topics? For the remaining hour or so, would you join me for a private tea time, just the two of us? I don't mind, but why all of a sudden? Because, for example, those remarks you made, Sensei, or the subtle distance that exists between you and me, or the many little things that created that distance, all those things, I believe that I would like to be compensated for them. Hey, we agreed not to talk about that! Oh my. Did I specify which remarks exactly? This is what you wanted from the beginning, Nagi. And if it was, what would you do, Sensei? No. What? Do you dislike me that much? This really is what you wanted from the beginning, Nagi. Yes, it was. In a way, isn't it also a form of politics? admitting that I'd fallen perfectly into her trap. I was just about to give in to Nagi's spoiled demands when... Oh, hi, Mika! I think you might have just saved Sensei in a sense. Hey, Mika! Yo, Nagi, what are you up to? Mika, see ya? Whoa, Sensei, I didn't know. I would have gotten ready a little if I knew you were going to be here. Huh, here I was, simply following a feeling of sorts, and that something fun or perhaps important would happen here and drop by unannounced. And yet, it would seem that my intuition was correct. Sensei, what do we do? There are things that I especially don't want Mika to know about. Thanks, Nagi. We've already moved on from that topic. That's correct. Thank you, Sensei. Welcome, you two. Sensei paid us an unexpected visit. Oh, huh, really? Oh, that makes sense. Of course, Nagi would still manage to get things set up. Good job. Still, I'd preferred if you would have given me the heads up. Nagi's wink and pointed look may not have been quite as subtle as she thought. Yeah, you're right, I probably should have. It's just that I suddenly really wanted to see Mika, so I thought I'd surprise her. Oh my god, that face. Really? Me? I'm really happy to hear that. Sensei, you're too much. You truly are a grievously sinful person, Sensei. Can you blame me? I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. I'm just doing my best. I didn't do anything. Are you serious? Hey, in my defense, I didn't do anything this time. It was Nagi's fault. She was roping me in. I couldn't do anything about it. Well then, since things turned out this way, shall we have a long overdue tea time together? Especially since Sensei is here with us. Yeah, I'm all for it. Huh? Come to think of it, is this our first tea time with all three of us plus Sensei, or have we ever... Maybe my memory's getting worse. Everything's so fuzzy. What do I do, Sensei? You're not quite at that point yet, Mika. What matters is that we're all here together now. Of course, to you, it might feel like almost everything in the world is always fresh and new. See ya? You basically just turned around and told me my memory's bad straight to my face, didn't you? I'm relieved. Even if your memory's in danger, at least your instincts are still sharp. You keep twisting people's words like that, people might not put up with it anymore one day. That remains to be seen, doesn't it? More importantly, how would I know? I can't see the future anymore. You just have to get the last word in, don't you, every single time. Mika, see, I remember Sensei is present at the moment. I think that might have made things worse. Thank you, Nagi. Indeed, conflict between two people, it's not something that can be easily resolved. I'm terribly sorry, Sensei. I've seen much, much worse, don't worry. I have seen far, far, far worse. I need food, one moment. Oh, hey! It's been a while since I've seen you. Okay, how you doing, Sayori? How's life been treating you? Thanks for your concern. I've been doing well, Deputy Director Kanoka, was it? Oh, drop all those stiff titles. Just call me Kanoka. You're a year older than me anyway, aren't you? Even if we're still in the same grade. Understood. However, I've been in a cell until now. Is there a reason I've been called to the interrogation room? No, not really. I just want to see how you're doing. And you're kind of famous within Valkyrie, you know that. Is that so? I hardly think one should want to be famously known at Valkyrie. Still better than being famous all across Kovodos, right? Yeah, well, I mean, she's not up there. She's not quite up there with the 7 prisoners yet. That's true. It's strange for me to be the one who says this, but that sounds rather rough. Alright. Feels like that cleared out the awkward air, so let's get to the point. You girls are the area squad, right? I'm here to update you on your official notice of the area squad that just released. I presume that would be our sentencing. Yeah, something like that. Our sentence was already finalized in a formal trial. Have they discovered some additional crimes? Regardless, I'm prepared to accept it. You really are something, Sayori. Most people react the exact opposite way, you know. Is that so? I suppose people consider Aries to be the opposite of normal. Yeah, the General Student Council's also relieved that they finally nailed down the location of the Aries satellite school. That part's not that important, though. If it's about my school, it's all important to me, like it or not. It's where I come from. Even though I know it's known for producing some of the worst terrorists, I wouldn't try to deny that fact. I'll never move forward unless I accept my own mistakes. That's a nice way of putting it. On that note, do you regret it? Regret a terrorist act? What else would I mean? Why are you laughing? My apologies, I wasn't trying to laugh at you, Kanoka, or at Valkyrie, even at Trinity. It's just, this reminds me of a conversation I had with someone long ago. You asked me if I regret it, the answer is simple. I've regretted it every day since it happened. An immature, stupid rookie, huh? Yes, a rookie that's part of my past now. But the past is undeniably a part of who I am. Alright then, just as I thought. What do you mean? Oh, nothing important. Still, there's some things I'm supposed to say, tradition, procedures, all that. Congratulations, Sayori, and the area squad as well. Pack your things, you're being released on parole. And I am not even remotely surprised by this. Considering what was going on in the background, if that came to light. I'm not even remotely surprised. What? I'm not sure I understand, Kanoka. Is this some kind of joke? To be fair, I figured your reaction would be something like that. I'll explain, so try to keep up. The crimes and sentences of Area Squad still stand, but you've been given a suspended sentence. A suspended sentence. But terrorists don't get suspended sentences. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but honestly, the stuff you all did, blowing up buildings, setting off explosions, so on and so forth, are pretty par for the course here. And again, that too. I mean, what they did could have potentially resulted in just straight up wiping out Trinity and Gehenna had those, ghosts, whatever the hell they were, were actually able to do their intended purpose and once stopped. That would have been much, much worse for everyone. But still, I'm not surprised that they actually just kind of got released. Because they were kind of, like, forced into that. They didn't want to necessarily do that. They were just kind of forced into that. Which is why construction is one of Kavoto's top industries. Right. So, when it comes to crime and Kavoto's, what we care about most is intent to kill, malice, things like that. Is that so? That's the first I've heard of that standard, but if that's the case, then all the more. Yes, that attack definitely involved both of those. You admitted that much yourselves. But, you know, from what I've seen, you've all really reflected on what you did. Plus, you even turned yourselves in, didn't you? Some of our problem children waltzing in and asking to be arrested. That was the first time I've ever seen that since I became deputy director. So you could reflect on their own mistakes and seek out punishment. Maybe Kavoto's future isn't as dull and hopeless as I thought. But thank you. It's not really my place to say this. But isn't that a very sloppy procedure? And above all, the ones who suffered at your hands the most, in the end, Sensei and Trinity, but we've got mountain of petitions from them. From Gehenna, even. Oh, this one was kind of funny, so I'll pass it along. Oh god, what did oh, it's Hina. Okay. When I saw that office, I was like, oh god, what is Makoto plotting? Okay, it's Hina. It's Hina, we're fine. Right, that happened. Those kinds of injuries don't faze me, but it's kind of angry Sensei was caught in the crossfire. But even on that note, Sensei personally asked me to forgive you for their sake, if nothing else. So, I suppose that's the only comment I have on that topic. So, all that's left is covering Makoto's hairstyling expenses. That's it. None of it is of any importance anymore. Just like that? Seems like it. Anyway, given how things have turned out, we don't really have a reason not to show some leniency. Valkyrie is an academy primarily meant for guidance and rehabilitation. And the maintenance costs of the construction bureaus aren't exactly cheap either. Above all, Sensei said that they'd take responsibility for you, so don't go disappointing them, okay? Understood. I'll keep that firmly in mind. Just to clarify, a suspended sentence doesn't mean you're innocent. If you cause trouble during your parole, you'll have no choice but to hit you with a harsher punishment. Right, understood. If we cause any trouble, you can shatter my halo. Hey, you can't just drop that out of nowhere. Jeez, you Aries kids are so scary. Sorry. So, Sayori, no, don't. Sayori, no, we're not doing that. That's not how things go here. Don't, no. So, we're really out on parole. Yes. Given that, why don't you go get ready for your exams? Right, our exams. Oh god, how's this gonna go? I have concerns. It's not gonna go well. I mean, squad might do okay, but I'm more concerned the rest of the area students just not having enough time. With all the shit that's been going down. Non-stop. Welcome! Hi, everyone. So this classroom might not be the most up-to-date one out there. Hi, dude! I'm playing Holocure. Holocure? Isn't that a Hololive thingy? I like generally don't know anything about that. I know its name, but I don't know anything about it. Anyway, how are you doing, cool guy? But let's put our all into studying and ace the mock exams together. Yes. Ah. Okay, I had a feeling it was Hololive, I just couldn't remember for sure, but I actually have no idea what the name was. Wow, this classroom is amazing. It's like, in a place like this, you could really get into studying. What? Yeah, I understand your reactions. Compared to the types of classrooms we come from, it's only natural. Right, that's true. Thank you, Hifumi, and everyone else. I'm grateful to all of you for helping with their supplemental lessons. Oh. Think nothing of it. We're happy to help you and Sensei. But not mentioning our school or club names, it's harder than I thought. If I let my guard down even a little, I feel like I'll blurt it out. It's the same for me, too. Oh, it's been a while, Azusa. Yeah, long time no see. It's been so long since we got to see Azusa. I love this little creature. I love that creature. I hope what I'm about to say is acceptable to you. Currently, I feel happy to see you. You sure haven't changed. I'm glad. You look like you've been well. Yeah. Everyone can find a way to live happily. You only need to make it happen. So if there's anything I can help you with, I'd like you to tell me. It's free both on Steam and itch.io. It's on itch.io? I can't remember what it... I'll look into it, because I feels like I might have seen a friend of mine, Jelly, play it, but I'm not sure if I have or not. Then could you take our exams for us? Already get into that. Nico Media's troop? I forget, who's this? I forgot that was a club that was established, but I don't remember who or what it was. I can't do that. Aww. Well, she tried, and she's already becoming more normal than she knows. And this is Koharu, right? The elite one? She calls herself that. She's a little, she's a little special, to say the least. And this is Koharu, right? The elite one. You've got a good eye. That's right. I'm the great. Anyway, I'm considered one of the elite. You can count on me. Then, how do you solve this problem? Nikovedia's troop was established by Subaru back in... Oh, okay, I remember now, okay. Spoiler, they all get mutilated beyond comprehension. I mean, beyond recognition. Hollow Cure? You mean the Hollow Cure, really? That's unexpected. Huh, I definitely know how to do this one. Why can't I remember right now? I even remember taking the notes. So, you see, this is... Yes. It's not on the test, you don't need to worry about it. Really? You shouldn't think like that, Koharu. The point of studying isn't to memorize things, to do well on the test. Oh my god. Hanako, I don't trust you at all after what you attempted to do to Azusa the Showers. I very much remember that. You are... Okay, I don't know how you pronounce your... I'm just gonna call you the white one for now, but I don't know how you pronounce your name. But be you very, very wary of the pink creature in front of you. She is not to be trusted. She is not to be trusted. She is probably one of the most unhinged among Trinity. Maya? Maya, okay. Maya, okay, so when I tried to say it and mispronounced it the first time I saw her name, I actually said it right. Maya, got it. Maya, do not trust Hanako. She is sus as fuck and probably one of the many reasons Trinity will not beat the allegations for being the freakiest academy. She is one of the reasons. Do not trust her. In that case, wouldn't it mean that you've been studying for a special test yourself, haven't you? What are you talking about? That's totally off. You're purposely misunderstanding everything. Are we now? More importantly, is it true that this type of problem isn't on the exam? However, you won't be able to understand the concepts without mastering it first. How about we approach it like this? Look here. Trust Hanako, wife. I mean, she's not mean, but she is very nice. You can trust her in that regard, but doesn't mean she's, okay, when you're around Hanako, you need an adult. She is going... I will be good. I am not going to say shit about Hanako. But look back at what she did at the Halo Festival, and that speaks for itself. Hanako, she really is exceptional, and she's also the most down bad one at Trinity. So exceptional, she's impossible to predict. Oh no, she becomes very predictable when she gets to know her. I wonder if there's anything Hanako doesn't know. I don't know everything, you know. I only know what I know. You heard that? I'm so sorry. Don't worry yourself over something like that. Hiyori, correct. May I call you Hiyori? Yes. It's an honor. And this young lady, you're Etsuko, yes? My. Yes, Hanako. Seems I've met someone interesting. I'm sure I'll be counting on you for many different things from now on, Etsuko. I have the same feeling. I'll be in your hands, Hanako. Oh. Who am I? What the hell's going on? Did I miss something? What's going on, Atsuko? Do you know Hanako beforehand as well? Not at all, Seo. I've got a feeling like I've met a kindred spirit. What? Oh, what? Okay. This has a lot of implications about Atsuko. And I do believe she felt the same. But what's going on right now? I don't know, but I am concerned. Instant friendship. Holy shit, Blue Archive JP YTHL finally has a 3D model for Makoto. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I remember that. And my pupper sneezing. What's going on right now? Let's... Okay, it's gross when people sneeze, but when dogs do it, it looks adorable. Just leave it for me to know. I totally don't get it, but okay. I am very concerned too. Back to studying, everyone. Let's leave it to the professionals, shall we? You can count on me, but I am still stuck on how quickly and instantly they bonded. Because they did not seem anything alike, but clearly there is something else I am missing to Atsuko here. Oh boy. You can count on me. Great, just because Arius Academy needs their own Hanako. By the way, what are these weird fluffy things, Hifumi? Oh no, do not awaken that Subaru. Oh my, is Subaru gonna become one of those girls that just collects an insane amount of plushies? Like Azusa turned into? Is she gonna convert her to like she did Azusa? Oh boy. You know what? They could actually use something like this. Hifumi, do your thing. Sensei, can you Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh my god. You know what? It makes perfect sense, and I can't believe I completely forgot about that. It makes perfect sense, and Tsuko's just infinitely more subtle about it. I completely forgot about that. She does shit like that. Yep. I can't believe I just blanked that out of my mind. I completely forgot about that, and it makes perfect sense. We cannot let her interact with Hanako. We are gonna make the problem worse. By the way, what are these fluffy things, Hifumi? Ah, these are... prizes. Momo friends are students... are for students who get good grades. We're back to this. Momo friends. Yes, and not everyone loves them, but they have a really loyal fan base, and it's been trending more and more lately. Not everyone loves them. We've come so far. Our friends are the best. I personally love Skullman. These rewards will motivate every single student here. Why would they do that? Oh, because in our supplemental classes, they are really effective. Really? Is there some kind of mysterious age-old phenomenon at work here, too? No, nothing like that. They're just really cute, so people work extra hard because they want to earn one. Exactly, what more reason do you need? There must be something strange in the water here. Azusa's tastes have grown weird. No, you're just seeing Azusa in her natural habitat, that's all. You're just seeing her, you're just seeing what she really is. They haven't done anything to Azusa, that's just how she be. So, we honestly weren't really good at starting at first either. But starting is more about building systems. If you keep repeating and practicing them, you'll definitely be able to raise your score. And besides, even someone as average and unremarkable as me was able to pass the supplemental classes. Azusa? Yes, Maya? Is Hifumi really average? From what I've observed, there are two kinds of average. One is the average you claim for yourself, and the other is the average seen by others. Which one is Hifumi? No comment. That answer says a lot, though. Memorize it, and... You stupid brain, why can't you just learn? Oh my god, I felt that one. I think I just realized a huge truth about this exam season thing. What's that? It's a time when everything besides studying sounds really fun. Oh, my motivation to study is burning up. Really? Yep. It burned so hot that it turned to ash. Sensei, I think I've come down with something. Can I take a break? With what exactly? And you notice that makes it hurt when I study. You're a monster. Of course, all teachers are during exam season, yes. This is triggering memories I'm trying to bury deep. God damn it. No, this problem is amazing. Amazing? What could possibly be so amazing about it? Seriously, it's so good I don't even want to solve it, so I don't ruin it. What the? I think all the studying made her lose it. Yeah. And so, as everyone's effort, flailing desperation, screams all that got stirred together into a chaotic mess. And day in and day out, the area students diligently prepared for the very first exam. It better not leave us on a cliffhanger. It better tell us how they did. It better tell us how they did. Mock exam day. Well, I don't have anything to back it up. I suddenly feel really confident that everything's going to be okay. Again, I've done nothing to warrant feeling this way. You didn't study at all, did you? So, I was thinking, textbooks are books made for teaching students well, right? Right. Then, as far as I can tell, our textbook sucks. It didn't teach me anything. Well, I've literally never heard of that kind of logic before. With that, good luck on the test. You too. Get exactly one more question wrong than me. You totally cursed me! Well, it sounds like one studied and the other didn't. Alright, did everyone study hard? Ah, Sensei! Sensei. What you do when you feel like you're gonna bomb a test? That's just the beginning, you haven't even started yet. Just wait until you walk inside and sit your desk. Suddenly, everything you studied will start to go blurry. Oh god, this is. I buried my memories of school deep. I did not want them to be dragged out again. God damn it, Debs. Why do you do this to me? I feel 1,000 times worse. Anyway, do your best, everyone. I know that feeling. Okay. Hi, Sensei. Nice to see you. You came out here to meet us. You're such a warrior, Ward. Did you seriously think we're gonna run away? At this point, we went through too much trouble to get here. Is Sensei not here purely to cheer us on? Oh, I mean, I thought Mizaki was just saying that to be Mizaki. I see. I apologize, Mizaki. Seriously, I wasn't. Whatever. Well then, we should be off, Sensei. I'll do my very best. Hello, Sensei. Oh, hi, Sensei. Did you not have to work today? Today, this is my work. My job is to proctor and cheer. I see. You want to know how I feel about taking the Arius mock exam? Honestly, I can't say the idea sits well with me yet. But all the Arius kids wanted to try again, and I decided to put my trust in them. You as well, Sensei. Thank you, Subaru. What? Why? Wasn't that uncalled for? Thank you for trusting me. What? Well, that isn't anything to... Huh? You get anxious? And unsure when your students don't trust what you're doing. I wasn't expecting such an honest answer. Does that really mean I'm helping you too, Sensei? Yes, absolutely. Good girl, I'm very proud of you. You better head pat her. I patted Mia on the head. Aw, Maya on the head. That feels nice. Thank you, Sensei. Aw. Me too. Oh my god, Subaru, you have no idea how cute that Me Too was. Subaru, you have no idea how cute that just was. Subaru, let's go. It's already time. Okay. Subaru, you have no idea how freaking cute that was. I wonder if Trinity exam has started yet. If there's one thing about being an adult, it's that I don't have to take mock exams anymore, silly thoughts. I've spent some time getting work done at a nearby cafe while I wait for the exam to end. I want to now, too. Me Too was so cute. It's really actually over. So, how was it? It was a complete disaster. Hey, they haven't even been graded yet. You know, sometimes you just know. Honestly, same. My sister in arms. Welcome back, everyone. Sensei? Sensei, I'm positive I totally bombed the test. It doesn't matter right now. We have to uphold a long-held tradition of completing our exams. What's that? Like to celebrate the end of the exam season? That's right, the Post-exam party, we'll eat delicious food and have a great time. It's a tradition that we must never let die out. Wow, there are amazing traditions like that? Maybe exams aren't so bad after all. Wait. Let's not forget how brutal all that studying was that quickly. But it's done with, isn't it? Once a pain is over, it's not pain anymore. That's the area's way. Right. Can you buy us something delicious, please, Sensei? Invite everyone, don't worry about a thing, although please keep my poor wallet in mind at least. Okay. Ah, man, I always want to see the mob chants more and more often. It's so nice that we get moments like these. Aww. And I really like how in the CGI, you get a ton of different, like, mob chants that are... They make them all look unique instead of just a bunch of clones everywhere, so that's nice too when they do that in the CGs. That they did in the swimsuit event with Squad and the one that we got a flash of here. And just like that, the very first exam and after party came to a peaceful, happy close. But I'm starting to notice more and more stuff like that pop up, where they're giving more and more unique mob chants. And even the medical club for Gehenna got their mob chants too. But in the CGs, they're all unique, even with halos and everything. For the last couple things. Hello, Subaru. Maya. Please sit. Hello, Itsuko. Hello, Princess Itsuko. I'm not a princess anymore, there's no need for that title. Didn't we agree to be friendly with each other? We did, it's just... okay. Itsuko. Hello, Itsuko. Thank you, I appreciate it. Princess Itsuko's cute, though. So, what did you want to talk about, Itsuko? The exam went well, alright? The exam went well, right? And I heard that this is a common post-exam activity in the outside world. First, let's fill our stomachs as cafes. Pecan pie is supposedly very famous. Okay, thank you very much. How did you both feel after the exam? I think I answered everything to the best of my ability. That's everything I knew as well. But to be honest with you, there was a lot more I didn't know than I did. What about you, Subaru? This was my first time taking a mock exam, and the third year questions felt a bit heavy for me, that's all. Since it's just a mock exam, it's only meant to be a personal benchmark of sorts. There aren't any punishments for a mock exam either, so it doesn't matter what your results are. Huh? Do real exams have punishments? If you do too poorly, you'll need to take supplemental classes. I want to keep my, that cool guy down. I want to keep her too. But the Arius has been through a lot at the moment. Let them take some time. Just let them take the time to be normal for a bit. I'm not saying no, but let's not keep her just yet. She still needs time to adjust. And if your grades don't improve, you could be held back a year or be barred from graduating. So that's what punishments are. You can have Alba and Miyu. No, they are my waifus. Get your own. Yes. These are the ways in a much kinder world. What are your plans for Squad from here on out, Itsuko? I assumed you would be curious. The Air Squad intends to address the responsibilities it's been neglecting until now. And how is it planned to do that? Until the next Area Student Council is officially and fairly elected, the Area Squad intends to function as the acting Student Council. The Area Squad will act as the Area Student Council, but then you're gonna make our school just like other schools. Wouldn't that mean that after hundreds and hundreds of years, the Area Satellite School is going to get back to normal? I'll do all I can to ensure what happens. To ensure that happens. Yes, I'll have to, as Arius' acting Student Council President. Student Council President? Easy, easy. You're getting a little loud, Maya. Sorry. Objectively, based on the few traditions Arius still has, it couldn't be anyone but you. I'm gonna clip my throat. I didn't mute my mic for a second there. Sorry. Okay, what does everyone else intend on doing? Mizaki will be treasurer. She complained, of course. You really want me to work me to the bone, don't you? Fine. If you really have no one better. In Mizaki speak, that means I'm doing it anyway. So I might as well do my best. What on earth is Mizaki speak? You get used to it, Subaru. Well, it's a language where you simply flip about half of what she says. Don't say that to her face, though. She'll be quiet. She'll be quite enraged with you. And Sayori will be vice president and the general manager as well. I can follow that logic, and for management, she proposed this policy: everyone should work part-time jobs whenever they are able. What? Why? She said it's because you'll learn about society quickly, earn some pocket money, and help with the area's rebuilding efforts. Since scams are a concern, she directed everyone to get contracts approved by her before they sign anything. She rather sheepishly explained that she's undergone a lot of trial and error in that field. So she's just making everyone follow her blueprint. People learn best from experience, after all. Also... And here's what Sayori's... What the hell, cool guy? What the actual fuck? We think these things, we don't say these things! We're starting to get the groundwork laid down. If we start getting getting club applications, we need to evaluate them based on budget and feasibility. I'll have to be on a case-by-case basis when it comes time. Less logistics, more of my personal wishes. I couldn't, Atsuko. We're not in a position to be putting ourselves or our wants first anymore. It's a request from my student council president? Well, there's a little justification for them. So you may ignore this thought entirely. Cross my mind, what if we made ourselves uniforms? Something pretty and cute. Thank you, Sayo. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Oh. I mean, I kind of like the Arius uniform, but... See, that would be something to see them all in, like, new uniforms. Like cute uniforms, like, Trinity has. That would actually be Trinity has. That would be cute. Thank you, Seo. Seo, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Sorry, I'll elaborate when the time is right. Ah, sure, fine by me. And Hiyori? Hiyori is our secretary. So, is secretary also acting as a record keeper? That's... Yeah, she cried quite a bit when she first realized. Then she put herself together and got fired up about doing her best. Hiyori always does great things when she's motivated too, so I was very happy. I don't really know why, but it makes me happy too. Hiyori's just really kind. Hiyori's just really kind. Well, as long as it makes you happy. Oh, and there's something I want to ask of Nicobedia's troop as well. Us? What is it? I'd like you to take on the role as Arius's disciplinary team. Disciplinary team? Oh, kind of like their own, like, Justice Task Force or Prefect team. Yes, an autonomous force in charge with public order, morals, and discipline. Hey, wasn't there in one of her Momo talks her talking about, like, their uniform just being a pair of socks and nothing else? That wasn't that in one of her Momo talks? I would much rather that be the uniform. That's just a personal preference, though. Oh my god, I would actively encourage Hanako to be Hanako. Oh my god. For this, I really don't think I can ask anyone but you, Subaru. And if I say no, are you really going to be that way? Subaru? You've always been a crafty one, Itsuko. Have I? I suppose I am the student council president, even if just for now. Yeah, exactly as you should. Handling personal matters as smoothly is a talent in of itself. So, what's your big plan, Tsuko? I want to turn Arius into a wonderful school. Then we're on the same page there. Yeah, I figure any student from Arius will be the same. We'll say the same. You're not wrong, there is an absurd amount of work to do, though, isn't there? I know, I won't run away again. I'll assert that as many times as you need. Are you confident in your abilities? To be frank, no, I'm not. That's why I need help. Joining hands just means it's easier for one person to pull down the other. Or it's easier to pull each other back up if one of us falls. There's no way of knowing the future, so I don't want to dwell on the worst case scenarios. It's just unfounded optimism. You could see it that way, but I'd rather call it activism. I know the word has its own definition, strictly speaking. I've been using it to convey that what matters is to take action in the here and now, in the moment I am currently standing in. And I don't believe we can do that without at least pretending we harbor some vague haze of hope for our future. Together, if we can. Understood. If that's how you feel, then I'll do my best to support you. We really don't know what'll happen next or what's coming our way. I mean, we don't. I mean, who would have thought that we'd end up taking some mock exam? I'll admit, even I was caught off guard by that. Come to think of it, how about the Remedial Knights captain from Trinity? Mine? Right. I should talk to her too. Yes, I heard she has been bedridden for a while after the incident at Arius. She was, however, there's nothing to worry about, she recovered completely. I hate allergies and I hate this weather change. I mean, I like warm weather, but I hate this weather change. Really? That's great to hear. She's unable to study for a few days, but it sounds like she won't. But it sounds like it won't have much impact on her mock exam results. I see. I'm glad that I'm glad. I see. I guess it's a relief at least. Yes. The truth is, that day, mine essentially sealed the power of the 4 angels of revelation inside herself. What? That's actually what happened? Yes, just before she passed out, she defeated 4 of the angels, if you recall. Her actions stemmed to the 7 angels' only chance to harmonize and unleash their full power. Mine endured the power of the 4 angels by sheer will? What's wrong, Subaru? No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice. It was just so. It would seem that mine awoke at the moment. Almost at the exact moment you were defeated as the final angel. I could barely handle just one. Her mentality and strength are out of this world. I did say that yours was on a whole nother level, too. Maybe that's what you call conviction or integrity. No matter what happens, no matter what comes at her, even knowing that it may end in tragedy, she endures and presses forward regardless. That part of her really, really is incredible. It is. That said, there's one thing I just can't wrap my head around. What is it? If she's trying to help people, why does she leave them in such a wreck? Tsuko. Seriously, no one can hear you when you're wearing that thing. No hesitation at all. Flick, whoosh. I don't know sign language, you know that. You're running away again. Tsuko. But she still made sure to pay in advance. Subaru, I just realized something. Oh, now that you say it, it almost kind of does. Oh my god, Tsuko. Dodging responsibilities even... I mean, she kind of should have known that explanation. The girl just dipped with just no hesitation with why mine is the way mine is. No hesitation, just puts on her mask and just runs away. I can respect that decision. So I just realized something. Leaving yourself an escape route in case of emergency is super important. That's not something you should try to learn. Yeah, just learn not to put yourself in a situation where you need one. I mean, it's always a good idea to look for one, but still. Oh, Sensei, welcome! Atsuko, hi everyone! Hi Atsuko, hi everyone, how's the restoration work going? Looking at that academy behind her, it was in ruins and now it looks beautiful. It's going very well. As you can see, this is currently the only place that's been fully restored. This is the starting point from here on outwards. Let's create a new area, one building at a time. I mean, no one wants to go to a school that looks abandoned, and someday we all have to accept new students and transfers again. Do you really think anyone would really want to come here? Apparently, some people are interested. They're interested in the particular set of skills that most widely associated with our school. Should we let that kind of stuff just fade into nothingness? No matter when or where, there will always be people who idolize power. People like that won't last long here anyways. That reminds me, how did everyone do on the exam? Let me think. Out of 10 ranks, I was number 2. My first try at taking a test, I believe that should be acceptable. Rank 3. Literature really is hopelessly non-linear. I was rank 4. Oh. It's okay, Hiyori, it's okay. Rank 4 is still good, really good. Your kindness can come across as pity at times like these. Oh. You can do better next time. Was it like top out of the entire area school? That's still really good. That's really good. Patrol report complete. Oh, Sensei, you're here. Hello, Sensei. Welcome to Arius. More importantly, what brings you here? You came because you heard the mock exam results were out. I'm sorry, Sensei. I only got rank 4. Rank 4? You too? Hiyori. You too? I'm confused with what that means now. That would mean we're rank 4 buddies. Yeah, buddies. Oh. We'll try even harder next time. Yeah, I'll put in double the work. Oh my god, these two share the same brain cell. Oh, that's adorable. By the way. Yes? You have anything you want to tell me, Subaru? I mean, I'm sure that's why you came all this way. You placed 5th. Yes. I Hagen and Hiyori and Maya live in the same house. I wouldn't be surprised. When they get together, it's almost like they're completely identical. It's like they act exactly the same. It's like they are one. So I can kind of see that. Just how about we put more time into studying from here on out? Okay. This is the only time where these eyes have actually kind of looked cute. Oh. Don't forget the head pat. The bell rang before you could give her a head pat. Come on. That B2 was cute. Come on, give her a head. Oh. Oh my god. Oh.
本当に
Seriously.
いろいろなことがありました
So
ね
much has happened. We better head pat her.
今振り返ると
Looking back,
全てが夢だったん
it's
じゃない
almost
か
it
と思う
almost feels
の
like
です
it was all just a dream. I clicked space. It's not. Oh,
Yeah.
there. Oh, it's auto.
が全て
I
のこと
wanted
に
to thank you
改めて感謝の気持ちを伝えたいと
for
思
all
ってい
that.
ます
for all that you've done.
これだけは
That, at least,
私の本心です
I can promise is sincere. I was getting worried we'd never get to see her smile like that. You mean my grades? Might sound a bit like I'm bragging, but it's all thanks to you regardless, Sensei. I placed first. Thank you, Sensei. You really are the greatest thing that's ever happened to my life. Okay, the moment where Sayori, like, broke down in the previous chapter and was, like, crying and everything when she saw Sensei's scar, that would have been hit so much harder if it was animated like... like Nagusa's and Subaru's got there. Aww. We didn't give her her head pat! No!
よし
No!
今日もいい天気
Why the hell do I have so much energy right up there? Okay.
あっさりと終えられましたね
It really didn't yield much. So I might clear my throat a lot.
こんにちは
I
先生
might do this event
ここでは過
tomorrow
去の
or
思
play
い
the
出を振
where'd
り
it
返
go?
ることが
Wait
で
a
き
minute.
ます
Oh, that's the wrong one. Wait, I get Koharu's swimsuit. Okay, I didn't want to do this. I just wanted to take a look at it.
あらもう折り返しなんですね
Someone get the... Okay, we're just getting a spray bottle for her. Constantly, I am sure. Who's all here?
念のため確認してみてください
You were hiding a body like this under...
先生
Wow.
どうしました
I am surprised you were hiding a body like this under all that.
何かついているんですか
No, not at all.
いきなり呼ばれても要件があるのならこんにちは先生ここでは過去の思い出を振り返ることが
Honestly,
できます
Hinata, though.
私がついてる以上手を抜いたらダメだからね
It does go all the way down.
こんにちは先生ここ
No,
で
I
は
want
過
to see
去の
Hinata, though. No, show me Hinata.
こんにちは先生ここ万が一ってことも
Is Hinata not one of the people that can pop up?
楽しい夏
Oh well, at least I'm gonna poke Koharu for a bit and mess with her. I'm not doing this event today. I'll probably do it either the long dark or this tomorrow.
後片付けならお
There
任せ
she
ください
is. I just wanted to see what her swimsuit looked like.
暑いですね日差しも強くて
Oh, so that's what she sounds like.
よろしけれ
Actually,
ば
exactly how I
帽子
thought she would.
いかがですか
I truly cried Sayori's final line, and it was really heart-wrenching watching her just break down into tears, though. Especially like all those like hiccups and cries that was in the
こんに
text.
ちは先生ここでは過去のもう少しで
Okay, now I want to poke Koharu. I want to see what she do.
先生後片付けならおま
Give me
こんにちは
Koharu.
先生こもたもたし
I
て
was about
る
to say
時
they
間は
never
ない
pop up when
の
I want them
早
to.
く行こうびっくりしたもう何なのよ先生さっきから何
Why
を
do you keep doing that? Leave me alone.
あんたらちゃんと言葉にして
Seriously, if there's something you need to tell me.
どうしたの
What's the matter?
さっきから何を何度も呼ばないで
I love her. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this or the long dark tomorrow. I'm gonna say probably this. Maybe Limbus Company. I might do Limbus Company tomorrow too. I'm not sure. It depends on what their April Fool's event is. I mean, tomorrow I might have enough time to do both, actually. Tomorrow is Wednesday, I think. I guess technically today now. Yeah, I think I might have time to do both. Maybe. It depends on Limbus Company. I don't know if they have an April Fool's events going. They always do, usually. The first time was the Blue Archive, kind of like Virgil doing that thing Arona did. The second one, body swapping. I'm curious to see what they did this time around. But anyway, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'll look into it, but anyway, without further ado, whatever it will be, it will be the same time as always, at 11:45 p.m. EST. Without further ado, I'll see you all next time. Good night, everybody, and bye-bye. Here's the button. Come on, and give Gehenna their old chapter already, and I want to see Hanako to Tsuko interact more. I need to see that. I need to see what Hanako, what kind of influence she will be. Not a good one, but I want to see it. I want to see the results. Okay, I'm out for real now. Peace.